I was worried it wasn't gonna work. Welcome to live chat. Yep, I know what the live chat is. Okay, great. Hi. I always forget there's a little bit of a delay, so hi. Um, not me seeing the comments about how you guys can't see me yet, and you're like, your Wi-Fi is not working. This is not happening. Hi. Um, Okay, when can you guys see me? Let me know. I need someone to comment, hey, I see you now. Happy birthday, Edward. P.S. Hi, everybody. Very exciting day because the first video I'm releasing this week, because there are two, is coming out after this live. So make sure you stay to watch the video. Okay, great. You guys see me. Great. Um, the delay always gets me. I have to remember to go live like a minute before I'm supposed to go live for you guys to see me at the right time. I love you all so much, and I'm so excited about this video. First music video in over 2 years, first new song in over 2 years. EP was released 5 years ago. So you guys have heard this EP without the new song, and I'm so proud of it, and I'm so excited to celebrate it again. And I'm really excited to kick off the video celebrations with the You Baggage video, which the You Baggage video is a preview of the longer video, the You music film, which is coming out on Friday. Oh, the comments are not, oh, hi. Love you all, hi. It was not automatically, there we go. Now I can see the comments again. I was like, is no one, everyone just stopped commenting because they're so drawn to what I'm saying? I truly love you all, and I really am excited about this video because it gives you a preview of what the whole video is, but doesn't give the ending quite away. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but I do need to shout out the amazing cast that I have in this video. I have the two casting directors played by Anna and Jeremy, who Jeremy I've known for years. You guys are gonna know exactly who he is the moment you see this video. He's so funny. Anna, I literally met on the day of the video, and she freaking killed it. She's so funny. Anna and Jeremy had never met, and they play these two casting directors. And it's funny because you're only, again, seeing a little preview with this video that's coming out. But they're so funny and so amazing. And then I have the biggest shout out to give to my co-star, James Paxton. I did a movie with James 2 years ago, and he is so lovely and did this video with me. Honestly, everyone who did the video, Jeremy, Anna, James, my incredible dancers, Justina and Angel, it was such a labor of love with everyone who was on camera because we had very early, it was a labor of love with everybody on and behind camera, but super early calls. Everyone came hair and makeup ready and looked amazing. It was 12-hour days, and everyone just brought their freaking A game, which was amazing. Justina and Angel and myself learned all of the different dance movements from our amazing choreographer and creative director, Draco, who I worked with for years, and I love him so much. He's so talented. He had just come from a red-eye flight. It was literally insane. So I'm very, very excited for you guys to see this video, and I will be giving way more shout outs and way more love all week, and especially on Friday with the premiere of the big video. But this music video is kind of a culmination of all of the looks that you will see in the larger film, that, each song has its own look. I can't wait for you guys to guess maybe which look is associated with which. I've been giving hints on the Team Laura account, so you'll have a little bit of hints if you look at that. But I cannot wait for you to see this video. Yes, the music film literally is the UEP. We didn't do the full songs of the EP. You Baggage is the only song that has like a full song video. I hope no one constructs or deconstructs that sentence because that didn't really make grammatical sense. But in order to not have like a incredibly over 30-minute, 40-minute music film, we shorten each of the songs except You Baggage. So You Baggage is the full song, and yeah, it's there is like a new look every every 5 to 10 seconds, which I love. I love videos that have multiple looks if you can like do them well. Sometimes time constraints, sometimes budget, sometimes literally many reasons you just can't do it. But this one we were able to make work, and our amazing DP, Sarah Brandis, who I worked with on a film in the fall, literally, I absolutely killed it. She and I very much have the mentality of let's do everything. We can make it work, and have to say thank God for Vanessa, who co-directed it with me, who was the parent in the room, who was like, we can't do everything. It's literally not possible. But man, we did a lot, and I'm so beyond excited to find out what everyone's favorite look is. I also haven't ever gone live on, this is gonna sound bizarre. I haven't, oh my gosh, please don't, that's very sweet, but please don't send me money. You don't need to send me money. But that is very kind. Please save your money and watch my music video. I've never gone live on the YouTube app, which sounds kind of wild. I've gone live on like another app that was kind of the YouTube app connection, but it wasn't the YouTube app. So this is my first live stream doing this. And I'm just like looking at all of the fun, like there's a lot of different buttons. And I do feel like what way to try out all the different buttons than a lighting. Oh my God, I could put lighting on. Does it look better? Lighting off. Does it look different? Okay, this is A. This is B. Which one looks better? Do they look different? Please let me know as I continue to experiment. Okay, what is this? Oh, I don't know what that, I just turned my camera off. Wow, I wonder if I can experiment with this without being live, but I don't know how. Okay, I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna stick with B. I don't know how to like know what these things are without going live. So I'm grateful that you're letting me figure this out with you. Okay, what's this? Highlight saved to your channel as unlisted video up to the last 5 minutes of your stream. Okay, I may have just saved something, so that's interesting. I think this is like the retouch button. Oh no, now it's on. Oh my God, wait guys. Looking kind of good without it off. I'm gonna turn it off for right now because I feel like I have the lighting on, which feels like a retouch situation. But very good to know for next time. I just do feel like, because I definitely have the retouch on button a bunch when I go on TikTok. And sometimes it does look a little weird. We're gonna go off right now because the lighting's on. Okay, I bet that turns the mic off. Okay, I know what all the buttons mean now, so this is very exciting. Thank you, yes. Okay, listen, I didn't discover YouTube. I obviously I've been on YouTube for a very long time. Remember the shoes video? A lot of you might not remember that video. That was very my generation in middle school, where the whole song and video was about getting some shoes. And it was, I feel, such an embrace of the, what's it called? The like scratchy, like, let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Like that was what everyone in my middle school was saying, including me, because it was catchy. All that to say, been on YouTube for a while, but I've just never been on this live app part. Words. Okay, wait. Oh, I love you. Imagine doing a music film for, I might be an actress, but I can't fake how I feel. It would be incredibly long, but I kind of feel like it would be, okay, part of the reason why I'm doing this film, and even like the narrative of the film feels very, I might be an actress, or I may be an actress, but I can't fake how I feel. Not me getting the title wrong. It's that long. Because like the outfit that hero me, the term being more like me in reality, I guess I'll say, is the same turtleneck I wore in the Arrow music video. I just like absolutely hit my chest because I was so excited to talk about this. So I feel like I have a lot of moments in the music film, and maybe in You Baggage as well, that I'm excited for you guys to pick on in terms of the references of like the EP and just the journey in general. And I'm very excited. Okay, what has been the most difficult part of my new musical work? I think that the most difficult part honestly is been the best part, which has been the music video part. Was intense. It was, Vanessa and I were both the only producers on the music video, and we were co-directing it, and we were both simultaneously working and doing films. So that was a lot. I think we both put a bit more on our plate than we had anticipated. So I think it was quite a bit of a juggling act to figure that out. But the fact that we were able to do it, and I'm so proud of this video and so grateful to the whole crew. I cannot wait for you guys to see just everyone who worked on this, because it was literally such an undertaking and would not have been possible without everybody. So it was the most difficult part, but it was the best part. And sometimes that's how life works, right? The most difficult parts are actually the ones that are the most rewarding and the things you get the most out of. So I'm really grateful for it. I feel like, the EP was done. It's been done for 5 years. You Baggage took a sec to kind of get right in terms of like re-recording it and reproducing it, but that was like fairly easy. I think the video definitely took most of my time and energy to figure out. Maureen said, are you planning on touring the next 2 years? First of all, I love you, Maureen. Second of all, I would love to, right? So I went on my first and only tour in 2022, which was incredible. By the way, I think it was 22 cities as well, which was not planned, but very weird that it was 2022 and 22 cities. Because I was originally going to go on tour in 2020 for the UEP. And then I did like a virtual tour, which was very intense because I like to make my life difficult. And I decided to do a different set every single, show, which I also did when I went on like a mini tour / kind of mini residency in Toronto, New York. I did a different show every night. And I think that was crazy of me. Please, not me quoting Sabrina Carpenter. Love that song. Love her. But please just remind me next time I want to do that and I want to have a different show for multiple shows in a row that I think are in like the same location. You know, I want to keep it interesting for you all. That's why I do most of the things that I do. I really am so intentional about wanting to make it exciting for you all. And I think I sometimes have to remind myself that I can make it exciting and not make it like almost impossible for me to do something. Never impossible, but that was also crazy. That was both times that I did a completely different show each time. The mini tour, the Good Time Tour / residency, that was especially insane because I was like by myself. It's a long story. That year was such a hard year. And it was one of those years where so many things were happening personally and professionally. And it was so overwhelming. And to be honest with you, didn't totally want to release my album, not because I wasn't proud of it. I was so proud of it and I'm so happy I did release it, but I was in the worst headspace. And it was one of those things I kept kind of just trying to rally and like psych myself up where I'm like, we're doing it, like we're releasing it. And I really wished, I remember just feeling so bummed because I was like, oh, this is not how I pictured my debut album release in so many ways, but specifically with how I was feeling. I really, really, really wished that I could have been in a better headspace, but I really wanted to release my debut album. I released all these EPs and I really wanted to be able to say that I released it. So I kind of just like soldiered on and I'm happy I did that. I do think there is merit sometimes to like changing your plans and not plans change. Man, have I said that now twice in different videos. But I feel like I think there is totally there is merit if you are watching this and need to hear this. If you have set a path or a goal and you're like, I don't know if I actually can handle and do this. I don't get me wrong. I do think it's totally okay for you to adjust plans and take time off and take a break. I also think there are times when it makes sense to kind of soldier on and continue the path no matter how hard it is. And so that was what I ended up doing. I was like, I cannot make you guys wait any longer for this debut album. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm going to release it. And then I did. And I'm really proud of that album. And it was definitely a bit self-indulgent, and I have no regrets about it because I think it was also something I really needed to release and to say. But I definitely needed to just take a break, which again was not how I pictured that album. I would have loved to tour the album, but I also really wanted to tour it on a scale that I think I'm not necessarily ready to do. But man, so many ideas, and maybe one day I'll be able to make those ideas come alive. At this point, I'm like, listen, we make our own rules, okay? Am I doing like intense visuals for an EP that I released 5 years ago? Yes. Is there a new song on this EP I released 5 years ago that I should have put on the EP originally? Absolutely. But we're here. We're here, okay? Also, someone just asked to see my dress. And I am, you see it, it's here. I don't know how to go back. And I feel like I'm making it not look as cute as it is, but it's really cute. I wanted to have like a little sweetheart dress because I love red. And I'm in that type of mood today. I'm so excited for you all to see this video. And it's coming in 9 minutes. And most of you know how this works, but you just stay on this and it should redirect if I did everything correctly, which is always a question mark, to be honest with you. But we're here and I'm so, so, so excited. I love you all. And I'm like now looking at the comments, I had the moment of just having an internal monologue that I decided to speak out. But someone just said, why was I on a plane the other day? I had a little work trip. That was just for a few days, but now I'm back. It was very quick. I think it was like 4 or 5 days. But I was taking over the Team Laura account. By the way, love that account. Love that account. Very grateful for just being able to connect with you guys on that account, being able to have someone take over that account when I need a little bit of a break from social media, but keeping you guys engaged and a part of it. I really, really love communicating with you guys on that account. Miguel, will I post my outfit of the day after the live stream? Yeah, sure, if you want me to. I'm loving, I think, how much you're loving this outfit. You know what? I also like put it on, maybe, I'm not exaggerating, like 2 seconds before this live stream was, or 2 minutes. And I didn't have time to really be like, wait, is this cute? But I do think it is cute. I do really like it. Austin said, who are your musical inspirations? So many people. Listen, I think, and it's very appropriate in the timing of this all, I love me some Taylor Swift. I very inspired by her, not just as an artist, but as just a badass businesswoman. I'm very, very inspired, not like sonically, but by Beyonce. I always have. I think she's an unbelievable performer and artist. I love Pink. You guys have heard me say Pink multiple times because, again, I think these are women who are just incredible at their craft in every aspect of, like, not just the songwriting, not just the vocals, not just the performances, not just like the business side, just all of it. I mean, the marketing side, they're incredible. So I am always very inspired. I'm like inspired by so many artists, but so many specifically female artists, because I do think there are, as someone who is in the music industry, as someone who has both female and male friends in the industry, there are challenges that I think females face that men don't face. And I do think anyone who is able to keep their sanity and keep their longevity and be able to put out music and performances that connect on such a global level is very inspiring. So I love so many. And then I also love, I'm a big, big Joni Mitchell and Carole King fan. I think Joni's lyrics are unbelievable, and I put on Blue every time I just need to be in my feelings and listen to brilliance. And then Carole King, I think, is just lyrically and musically so talented. That musical on Broadway, beautiful, the Carole King Story. I remember watching it for the first time when I was like in a low spot and was just like crying and just loving every moment of it. So yes. Oh man, I keep forgetting to, it keeps like stopping. Okay, yes, Lily just said 5 minutes. 5 minutes until this video. 5 minutes, I'm so excited. And as a reminder for anyone who's just joining in, this is the You Baggage music video, and it is a part of my You music film, which is coming out on Friday. So it is a big You video week. We're starting the week with a You video. We're ending the week with a You video. And I'm so proud of both of these videos. 4 minutes, oh my gosh. Afshin, I love you. Afshin and I co-wrote Something to Believe In, and I love that song. And then Afshin ended up doing a remix of the song. He's an amazing artist, and I love that song. And that's definitely the song that was the oldest on the EP. I wrote that with Afshin and an artist and writer named Josh, And we wrote it in 2014, which is wild because then it came out in 2020 and now we're re-celebrating it in 2025. So we wrote it over a decade ago, which is actually insane. Miguel asked, what are my plans for 2026? You know what? I am forming those plans currently, both musically and acting and producing. So TBD, but man, this has been 2025 has been such a wild year because I have gotten to travel, which has been amazing. I've gotten to work on a really cool project. It's like a really weird time in the world, and I think to be a human. So I found myself this year like disconnecting a lot, which then I didn't love in some ways because I think it's important to connect a little bit in terms of knowing what's happening in the world. I'm all for disconnecting when you have to for your mental health, but for me personally, I hate the feeling of feeling out of touch. And I did feel like that happened to me a little bit this year. But there were moments when I did also really appreciate it. So really trying to embrace balance, which is always, I think, the goal for all of us in any shape, way, or form. But it's a year that I'm really thankful for because there has been a lot of good for me personally, which I'm so grateful for. I think there's been a lot of growth for me personally, which again, I'm grateful for. I always think that's also kind of a weird thing to say because I'm like, I don't know if I know the level of my growth until after the fact. Like, I don't think you know where you've been until you can reflect on it from where you are. So maybe next year I'll be like, actually, I was in a crazy spot. I was not my best self. But I don't know. I there's a lot that I'm grateful for this year and a lot that I'm like, wow, man, it's tough. And I'm just gonna send everyone a little bit of love right now because I do think there's so much pain that so many of us are feeling. I would venture to say like everybody's feeling. So I'm glad to be able to connect with you guys on this level and to connect with you with, stuff that I'm creating. And we're a minute away from the video and I think it should redirect. And I don't totally know, but I am like, please, everyone in the comments of the You Baggage video, please let me know if this actually happened. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye, I love you.